What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Clasico Show. It is your host, Guap.
Ish.
I'm Cello.
Kit.
I'm Ali.
And I'm Tapia.
And I'm not going to lie, this is like the 10th time starting this just because for some reason my mic keeps going out, bro. But we are going to try to fix the issue today by not just talking about my mic, but talking about Barcelona versus Albacete. And something I just want to say, Barcelona did the unthinkable. This super team Albacete that defeated my Real Madrid, unfortunately, they didn't play the same lineup. That was probably the better lineup that they have against Barcelona. But Barcelona still came up with the win. And I have a hot take, but I'm going to let the Barcelona fans take it first because I want to say my piece after hearing them. So, Cello, are you happy with this performance?
No, I'm not quite happy because 2-1 against Albacete, like that is just not acceptable, let alone a tie, let alone a loss away at Albacete is unacceptable. But there were some tweaks that I did not like. For example, Cancelo hooked as he should have been. Rashford was missing chances left and right. Thank you to Yamal for playing well. Thank you to Araujo, who we'll get into in a bit. Wow, what a performance and a goal. Thank you to De Jong as well, but we should have done more. We had way more chances. When Ferran got in, he had more chances as well. So I expected better, but we got the win. Thank God. Oh, my God.
Let me just add something, right? I think, in my opinion, what a great performance from João Cancelo and what a great performance from Ronald Araujo, because you know what?
Yeah.
I think after today's performance, Ronald Araujo should be a defined starter in this Barcelona team.
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
starter,
100%.
He
in
should
my
start
opinion,
in the
yes.
Champions League, in La Liga.
Everything.
Brother, even if you guys somehow make it far in the Champions League, start him in the finals, brother.
This is giving me flashbacks to when I wanted Lucas Vasquez to continue starting for you guys last season. Nah. Give everything its chance, bro.
Start on week in, week out, dude. That's what I want to see.
The same, bro.
Good
The
on
same.
Lucas Vasquez won multiple UCLs with Real Madrid. What has?
Yeah, he
what
was
has-
also a Barcelona player last season, bro. Let's talk about the present.
Yeah, he was probably. I think he was tied.
Yes.
I think he was tied for MVP for Barcelona. Lucas Vasquez. I think he was up there with
For
Rafinha.
sure.
I won't argue that.
And I think if Lucas Vasquez had a Barca logo on his jersey, he would have probably still finished above Rafinha in the Ballon d'Or.
On God, he would have. On God, he would have.
All right, Kit, what's your thoughts, bro?
I thought it was a comfortable game for the most part. But it should have been much more comfortable. Barca should have won 4-0. Like it was comfortable till the 85th minute. And that's something that shouldn't happen because again we missed
Do
so
you
many
only
chances.
speak delusion? Do you only speak
What are you talking
delusion,
about?
bro?
It was a
What do you
comfortable.
mean?
We were winning 2-0 comfortably. What are we talking about?
Did you not see the counterattacks in the first half? They had.
What
they had
counter
the
attack? Did you
same-
see all the chances we missed?
They had the same shots as Barcelona in the first half,
They had 2. What are you talking about?
and y'all had 2. That's my point.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We scored in the
Yes,
first half, bro.
Yo,
Bro,
I,
y'all got
Barca should have been like
possession and
3-0
y'all did
up.
nothing with it.
Barca should have been 3-0
Okay.
up at halftime. It should have been more comfortable.
I think if both teams would have finished their chances away, it could have been a tie game, to be honest. I saw it going back and
100%.
forth.
Yeah.
Ish, what's your thoughts on this Barca game, bro?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we were like all that sharp, but I will say we played with a man down today. That is my opinion. There were only 10 players on the pitch today.
Bro,
Because I will say this: our starting number 9 didn't do fuck all for 70 minutes. He didn't do one good thing. Lewandowski, Ferran at least came in and gave us an offside goal. He hit the back of the net, bro. That means he didn't sound right.
How many chances did he miss?
That's the truth, bro.
Oh,
Hmm?
How many
my.
chances did he miss when he came on?
Oh,
Ferran
four.
Torres.
What did Lewa do? Name me one good thing Lewa did. He ghosted the whole game.
now you know what Leva
No,
did?
I'd
You know what
rather none, though.
You know what Lewandowski did, actually? One thing I wanted to bring up that I noticed is that Lewandowski is literally running into the backup players and throwing himself on the floor hoping he gets a call. That's the only thing he
Well,
was
he
doing.
didn't do fuck all.
That's all he was doing for
But when
Barcelona.
When Mbappe does it, oh, okay.
Bro,
Now the world
Nah,
is
look,
ending.
look.
Every day.
If they
Hold
start
on.
if they start carding yellow cards for all these flops, Lewandowski would have had 4 reds, bro. 4 reds
I
this
agree.
game alone.
if we start carding, then Mbappe and Vinny
Mbappe have 40,
would
bro.
not play half of La Liga games, bro. What do you mean? We want to talk about that?
Hey,
This
don't
is about Barcelona.
We're talking about
yeah.
Barcelona. Why are you so obsessed with our players, bro?
Exactly.
Why
Exactly.
Why are you so
are we
obsessed
bringing
with our
up our
players?
bro?
Look,
This
I'm
is-
sorry.
I wanna-
It's just that we're talking about the team that we beat today, who are Real Madrid's owners. Today was
Oh
a custody
my
battle,
God.
bro. We beat
Oh
Albacete,
my-
so now we're on top again.
Custody.
well,
bad.
well, to be honest, Albacete, I even put above Barcelona because in their squad, they have more Champions Leagues in that squad than Barcelona in the last 12 years even. 12 years, not 11, 12. You want to know why? Because they
Vallejo.
have
Jesus
Jesus Vallejo, bro. Jesus Vallejo on the team. But look, rage beat aside, I think it was a very even game, and you're probably gonna say, "What do you mean it was even? Barca should." Yes, on paper, Barcelona versus Albacete. Of course, I think they should have went 3-0, 5-0 even. Same with Real Madrid. It's very unfortunate that they got knocked out by them. But here's one thing that I see in Barcelona's game, and I think it's the same reason why they struggle against Prem teams. Albacete did not let these brothers breathe on the ball. So if you look at La Liga and you look at normal games, they're coasting around with the ball. They're sticking with the ball 30 seconds, and the brothers not even pressing them. The opposing team, they just stare at them the entire time. This Albacete team was pressing them non-stop, and I think for that reason is what made it a very it could be a back and forth game because for the first time they were getting pressed.
Other
couldn't
than
agree with you
Araujo,
more, bro.
it's because other than Araujo, Barca don't have a physical presence at all. At all.
Yeah. Yeah, they were
Araujo's
getting bullied
literally
off the
the
ball.
only
Yeah.
And when
Go
Araujo
ahead, go
does
ahead, go ahead.
get physical, what happens? I mean, that's the one.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
the
He's
thing.
reckless. He's
Yeah.
not smart. So
Yep.
it's annoying.
You're right. You're
Definitely.
right. You're
But
right,
I think
you're
that's why they
right.
struggled
I love
today.
That man-to-man marking that Guap is talking about is literally what did it for them. Yes, Barcelona had possession, but the reason why they had no end product, the reason why they couldn't do anything with possession is because the man-to-man marking, because they were doubling Yamal, to be fair.
Yeah, and
my
then one
opinion.
more
Yeah,
thing.
that was good.
One more thing I saw that is going to be a negative towards Barcelona is the defensive structure. The reason why they were having so many chances on these end-to-end was literally the fullback would just be pinging that ball across the field. And because of that, you guys would be so open every single time. And I hope that teams going forward take a note of this game because I think although Albacete did lose, I think they did a lot of things right for the resources that they have on the team. And one thing I want to say, that guy Bernabeu, I'm not saying it just because that's Real Madrid stadium name, but that guy Bernabeu is such a player, bro. Such a great player. Like, he's insane.
Yeah.
But I won't lie, the pinging the ball to the other side, like obviously you would need a good like right wing or right back to be doing that. But like taking note of that, like even though we beat Bayern Munich last year 4-1, that's all they were doing to try to break us down. And they got a lot of offside goals, like thank you to the high line. But that's something that Bayern Munich proved that can work against Barcelona, but no teams took account
That
of
was
that. They did
last
that to
season.
us.
That was last season when you guys had Inigo Martinez and you guys had a better
Yeah.
offsides trap. This season, when it was also proven, was against PSG. PSG only used their fullbacks against you guys, even though it was semi their B team on in terms of forwards. Their fullbacks cooked you guys just because they kept pinging
But
them
I
to
think-
those fullbacks.
Not only that though, I thought Barca against PSG were gassed because they had no physical. Bro, physically PSG were so dominant compared to Barca. Barca were gassed by the 80th minute. They couldn't
Bro,
even walk anymore.
I still think Barcelona and Real Madrid are not up to physical standards because I looked at the Arsenal Chelsea game because I had both games going on at the exact same time. And although they were both going back and forth, the Arsenal Chelsea game, brother, these guys were non-stop sprinting. And what I love about the Prem is the fact that when they press, they don't just press to get in front of you. These guys are throwing
bullies.
elbows at you.
Yeah, they're bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're doing.
And I think
physical, bro. It's nasty.
yeah, and
It's
I think physicality against Real Madrid, against even Barcelona, I think that's why as of late, not in the past, but as of late, they have struggled because both teams physical wise are not what it used to be.
But I want to say that I think Barca and Madrid are two opposite sides of the spectrum. I think Real Madrid are really good physically, but they don't have someone who's great on the ball in the midfield. And for Barca, there's a lot of great players on the ball, but there's no physicality. They're literally on two ends of the spectrum. They're not in the middle.
I don't know. I would
Like Arsenal is, for example.
I'd only disagree with that just because I think Ferran Torres, even though he's very lengthy and very like not strong, he's not physical. I think he gets himself into positions while being physical. Like, he gets a body on him, pushes him off the ball a little bit, makes that space, and then gets that chance for a shot on. And I think that's the
agree.
thing that will give you guys the advantage on this against like Prem sides, is the fact that maybe Ferran Torres can do that. But you're right. I think you guys lack physicality. I think we lack physicality, and I also think our pivot is lacking a lot of creativity. I think that's where Real Madrid is struggling.
Speaking of someone who's been good on the ball, what does Cancelo do other than be good on the ball? This guy, bro, I was watching him in the first half. No tackling, no passing, no playmaking, bro, I want you Barcelona fans to all just come together and say that signing Cancelo was the biggest mistake that you guys done in January. Please.
No. It was not a mistake. It was not a mistake. Like I said, Cancelo needs to strictly be a backup. When we need something creative, then he will come in. That's what he strictly needs to do. Because today I saw one of the funniest things on live. I was just watching Cancelo on a 1v1, and I'm like, okay, defend this. Show that you can defend. This brother, the guy hit the ball, and all Cancelo did was put 2 elbows and just push him to the side. Didn't even look at the ball, bro. This guy can't defend.
He should have had a
He can't
red.
defend.
He should have had a red card.
Hold on. This is the thing that I was, me and Guapa and Ronnie and Darlin have always talked about. This is what I mean by La Liga's ass. The biggest or the second biggest club in Spain is taking Saudi League rejects. Like, you know how ridiculous? Like, that is ridiculous.
It could be.
He should never be able to play in Spain. He offers absolutely nothing. Literally nothing. Not one good thing does he have about him.
He should have been signed.
I don't
based
agree.
on what was happening.
I think
He offers something offensively, but like that's it.
I don't agree.
That's it.
What does he offer offensively?
But you're signing him for a right back.
I think he's still rusty. This is what his second time starting. This is his second time. I think he needs more time. If he's still doing this 1 month down, a couple games in, okay, then we're gonna have to say something.
Bro, he played the whole year with us. What did he do? He played the whole year with us. He played the whole year.
Who?
Yes.
Cancelo, we had him for a whole year with Xavi. He did
He's
nothing.
talking about last
I
season.
thought Cancelo.
Or
You're talking about 2 years ago.
Yeah, under
I thought
Xavi.
Cancelo was decent when he was at Barca.
Look, there was not one decent player under Xavi.
he had some good.
Wasn't
He had some good games, to be honest. Like I said, even
Some good
I've
moments,
backed
bro.
up Cancelo. He's had some good games in the past.
Going forward, I
nope.
thought he was amazing. He just couldn't.
I just
defend.
don't
yo.
think he can start.
Defensively, no.
I think Barcelona played a very average Barcelona game. I think Albacete just played the style of game that very much is like, what's that one thing that they use on Batman so he gets weak? The Kryptonite. They played
The
Kryptonite
Kryptonite.
against Barcelona. Like, I'm telling you, these guys did their homework, and I love the fact that they were constantly pressing you guys, because it made your midfield like they wouldn't do passes going forward. They'd be just turning around and passing it back to the center backs. Araujo had a lot of touches today. So that just
That's
shows.
why I'm so appreciative of De Jong. Like, even though that happened, like De Jong still look good.
Yeah,
I'm actually
yeah.
so glad. I'm so glad Albacete had this type of performance, and they can actually hold their heads up high and then like be proud of what the Copa del Rey, like what kind of version they've had. And also the second reason why I'm so glad is because it gives the Barcelona fans less bragging rights about the fact that they knocked out Albacete, the team that knocked us out, because they needed that goal line clearance from Gerard Maldini to actually like win the game. What do you mean?
Well, they
Give
would have
us
tied it.
bragging rights, bro. They
They
beat
would've-
you, we beat them. That's the end of the
We still
story.
lost.
They would have
We still
tied.
lost.
They would have tied.
Okay.
But I don't
They
think.
would have tied and went to
would've
PKs,
tied,
and you never
yeah.
know what would have happened.
I think-
you never
I
know.
think-
Woulda, shoulda.
I think at the end of the day, I'm glad Albacete knocked out Real Madrid, because I think like I want my team to succeed. I want my team to win trophies. But I think the best thing to happen to Real Madrid is getting absolutely embarrassed. Like, getting embarrassed by Albacete, that's going to show us and should show the board and the fans who is a serious footballer and who ain't. Look, I don't want to get into Real Madrid today too much because they didn't play today. But I just want to say one thing. They barely beat Rayo Vallecano over the weekend from a penalty call, right? 99th minute of the game. And what did Arbeloa do? This brother gave this team 2 days off. And you know, I'm very appreciative of Jude Bellingham because he still showed up to practice today, even though
And
there's
also
no
Ceballos.
practice, and Danny Ceballos. But you know what, bro? The one thing I very much dislike is Vinicius Jr. is in Paris with Kim Kardashian. Brother,
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Arda Güler,
Yeah.
Arda Güler posted that he's in the gym, still working out, getting something in. what's his name? Brahim Diaz is also getting some sort of exercise in. The one guy that's a top 2 in the entire team, being Vinny Jr., that's not very consistent as of late, is out in Paris in a fashion shoot.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's no
bro,
way.
I think
if Kim
He
K,
is not
if
real.
she invites me, I'm a crawl there, bro. I won't lie.
Bro, this is
Like
the most-
I don't care about practice. I don't give a fuck about the
Bro.
team. That's Kim K, bro. You're tripping, bro.
I understand he's not gonna play this weekend, whatever, because he's suspended. But
That's
still,
true.
come
That's
on.
true. I think,
bro, this Real Madrid team is the most embarrassing Real Madrid team ever. I think
dude,
it's
we're
just a fact.
only 1 point off of you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say last season
But
I
it's
think
not
was
just
worse.
it's not just like being all 1 point off. No, I think the last 2 years, everything off the pitch as well, everything we've witnessed.
Everything.
You guys have spent like almost. How much did you guys spend this summer? 180 million. Just to
What?
get knocked
Okay,
out by
no.
Albacete.
I think what Kid's saying is it's not your worst performing season ever. It's
No, but
most
it's
embarrassing
embarrassing.
between Xavi, between Arbeloa, between
All
It's
the
not
drama,
that.
everything
It's
going
not
on.
that embarrassing.
All the outside.
We've done that so many times in the past. What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean,
It's
bro?
Listen, listen.
Bro, no.
You
Wait.
don't understand.
Let me educate you real quick. Rafa Benitez was our manager, and in the winter transfer window, he got sacked. And you know who came up?
Yeah.
Zinedine Zidane from the Castilla team.
Yeah.
That's the exact
Okay.
same shit that's happening right now. What do you mean it's embarrassing?
Because
It's
at the same
not.
time, you guys,
But it-
for example,
Brother,
you guys, last
brother,
season,
it doesn't.
We're going
I
based
don't,
off the last 2
I
years.
don't care
We're going
about.
based off the last 2 years.
I don't care about if we have the worst win streak in the last couple games. We're only 1 point behind you.
Bro, but the thing
Exactly.
is, you guys haven't won a trophy in I don't know how long. You guys have gotten knocked out in the Champions League. You let a goalkeeper
The
score.
season's not over.
Yeah,
But
but
you got a goalkeeper scoring.
that was like a pity
the
goal. That
But we're
was
talking
season-
about what we're living in right now.
Okay,
We were
well,
losing
okay, let's live
regardless.
in right now. Let's live in right now. We're 1 point away.
Right now,
Exactly.
you're 1 point away, sure. But you're still in second. You didn't finish in the top 8 of the Champions League.
We're
You're
still in,
knocked out in the Copa del Rey,
wait. Are we
and
still
you lost in the Spanish Super
are we
Final.
still in the Champions League?
Yes, but you're out of the top
So
8.
I
when
don't
you guys
see
were
the issue.
third.
Last
I don't
season-
see the issue.
Wait.
You
Last
don't-
season,
you don't see an issue with
PSG
that?
didn't-
No, I don't
last
see an
season-
issue. We're
bro,
still in the Champions League, and then we're 1 point away from La Liga. What's the issue with that?
Last season Liverpool topped the Champions League. PSG barely clinched it, and PSG knocked out Liverpool in the round of 16 and ended up winning the Champions League. That is not a metric to really
Look,
measure whether Real
look,
Madrid's
Kit.
having a good or a bad season.
Okay, I will agree with what you're saying. It would be very embarrassing for this team to go trophyless again. I get that. And I'm not saying it's a crazy take, especially from a Barcelona fan. That's fair for you to say that. But say that at the end of the season when it's done. Because right now, anything can still happen.
I don't know. I think it's way.
Bro,
and you guys-
even-
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't agree, bro. Because last season we gave y'all 4-0 and then 5-2. That was way worse than this year, bro. This year y'all beat us once
I'm
and only 1
saying,
point
bro.
behind.
Yeah, but
This is a very good year for
The
y'all,
thing
bro.
is, this
Very
year,
good year.
This year, I think they've regressed in the way you guys play. I think you guys play worse. I think.
Yeah, but we regressed too.
Yes, but they have regressed from where they were at one point, and alongside that, they
Bro.
spent 180 million. They signed a center back. They signed a left back.
Look,
they got a new
Kid.
a new manager,
Okay, bro.
and they're
Look,
still bad.
But the gap got closer because we regressed.
Okay, look, let's be real.
think so.
In terms of Champions League, you guys don't have it in your DNA to go the whole way as of the last 11 years. And in terms of Champions League and even this last season, we don't look like a favorite. I'm going to just say it. We don't look like a favorite this year. But you know who does?
folks.
Every single Prem team this year looks like to be a favorite. So let's say we both don't
but
go on.
The thing is,
let's
we
say
didn't
we
hear that at the
both.
beginning of the season.
Let's say we both don't go on to win the UCL. The only thing left is La Liga, and we're 1 point away.
Okay, but what were
Exactly.
we hearing? What were we hearing at the beginning of the season?
What do you mean?
What were you hearing?
Yeah. What were we here?
When you guys got Xabi Alonso, the best center back in the world, Dean Huijsen, according to some people, the best left back in the world
What-
in Carreras, the
what
best,
every single-
Mbappe, Vinicius Jr.,
what-
Bellingham, you guys are apparently back.
I'm gonna tell you what you heard. What every single supporter for any club says in the beginning of the season, Doc. We're winning it all this season. How is that crazy?
No,
You're
it's
supposed
not
to
what I was
believe.
hearing,
You're
bro. That's not what I
supposed
was
to
hearing.
believe. You're
Brother,
I
Arsenal
was
has
hearing Dean Huijsen was the best center back in the world.
Arsenal fans.
I was hearing Dean Huijsen was the best center back in the world. I was hearing that Carreras is all of a sudden the best left back in the world. How close you guys
Yeah,
said?
but this is my point.
Look
Oh,
at it
no,
from
no.
our standpoint, though. We haven't signed a left back, center back. Like we were working on defensive issues that
Bro,
we needed to fix.
And you guys still suck.
Here's my
We didn't know
point.
that.
You are claiming that Dean Hussein is like they were delusional and he's dog shit now. He's only 1 point behind us with the Clasico win. Like
But he's garbage.
if he is that dog shit, what are we?
better than them.
Okay, can I
Like
ask
you
you a
have to look
question?
at us, and there's no reason we should be only 1 point above this dog shit team that you claim.
I
They're
agree.
clearly
I
not that
agree.
bad, bro.
I agree.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you a question. Is Barcelona the #1 favorite for the Champions League?
No.
Brother, what kind of question is that?
Yeah, I think if you ask
they top
any
three?
Fuck
sane,
no.
Are they top 3?
No, I get
top
Ali.
three.
Sometimes like to measure
They said,
delusion,
"Fuck
I
no."
ask these type of questions.
To measure where you are, because other days you say they're #1 champion and they will win the Champions League. Where they at? Where
I
they
never
at?
said that. I think
What do
they're.
you
I think
feel
they're
like
top
today?
3. I think they're
top
top
3.
Yep.
So Barcelona is top 3 in the Champions League favorites. Y'all did not progress from last season. If anything, y'all gotten worse. This is the most embarrassing Real Madrid side. Y'all are top 3 favorites, but yet we're 1 point behind you in La Liga. We're still in the Champions League. So how does that?
I think.
Where would that put you guys?
Okay, I think you
Top
saying.
3.
I think you saying that we're probably the most embarrassing version of Real Madrid is only
I think-
shitting
I
on
say it this way.
Barcelona.
No, I
Yeah,
think
it's shitting on us
That's what
more
I'm
than them.
thinking. That's what I'm
Exactly my
thinking.
point.
That's
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
you're just shitting on us.
Wait, say it again.
There's a reason.
I
There's
said-
a reason why I asked that question because, bro, if anything, you're literally disrespecting Barcelona. If anything, you're bringing down
I say
Barcelona.
mostly. No, I say mostly if I were to be a Madrid fan. I think if I were a Madrid fan watching the way they play week in week out and what I've seen and with what the investment you guys have made in the summer, I would be so embarrassed, bro.
But they're already
Hey,
used to that. They're
they're-
already used to that. When
yeah,
they won
they-
the
Madrid
UCL
have
a
never
couple
played good
years
football
ago,
in their
they
life.
were
Used to
not a
that.
good team. They just knew how to
They
win.
never played good football in their life. They've always been
That's what
one
I'm
man
saying.
specialty.
When they
Ronaldo,
won the
Rodrigo.
UCL 2 years ago.
I know, I understand, but what I've been seeing, for example, against Rayo, I picture. I'm like, okay, if I was a Madrid fan, I wouldn't even watch this anymore.
But they're
That's
used
what,
to
Bro,
that's
that.
what I
bro,
mean. This is the most
what-
embarrassing football.
No,
I've
this
ever
is
seen.
their good.
Wait,
This is their good.
Kid, let me tell you something. And I'm going to speak because I've been a Madrid fan since I was out the womb damn near. Okay? Look, bro. There's one thing that Real Madrid is known for. It's playing like fucking shit. And somehow in the 90th minute of the game, what happens?
I understand.
Penalty.
Wait. No, not even a penalty.
Individual
Not
brilliance,
even a
bro.
penalty.
I,
We
I
just
get what you guys are saying.
wait.
but what I'm saying
Let
is
me finish.
It's not happening anymore.
Let me finish.
Somebody shine.
Let me finish. Real Madrid, like to Ish's point, I agree. They've never played beautiful quote unquote football where it's touch, bang. We don't play like that. It's always been 1-2 counterattack, individual brilliance, goal. That's how it's been for the last 10, 15 years, okay? Even in the Galactico era where they didn't win nothing, it was the same thing, all individual brilliance. Look, the fact that you're saying, if I'm a Real Madrid fan and I'm looking at Rayo Vallecano and we're winning at the last minute of the game, brother, we are used to that. That's how we win games.
But listen, this is the thing. I mean, this whole season, right? I understand that Real Madrid never played great football and they won. But this season, that's not happening anymore.
How
This
do you
season,
know that?
You can't be Benfica.
We
That's
don't know
what
that
I'm
yet.
saying.
How do you know that?
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Bro, I get that you're
True,
only
we don't
6
know.
years old or 8 years old and you've only been watching for like 5 years, okay?
Or 2 years.
But let me tell you something. In the treble winning side, none of those years, in the first 2 years of the treble, do you know who won the La Liga?
What do you mean?
Do you know who won La Liga? In the treble winning side.
Yeah. And what about it?
Yeah, Barcelona won.
Okay.
And yet we went on a three-peat UCL.
I understand that. But you're comparing that team to this one.
Yes, I am
serious?
because
That team was dog shit too.
Yes, I'm
doesn't
comparing them.
matter, the
I'm
team-
comparing.
Are we
Wait,
really comparing both teams right now?
yes,
thing is-
yes, because at the end of the day, guess what? It is still this club.
It's still Real
Fair.
Madrid.
It is
It's
still Real Madrid.
but still.
Okay, keep on saying that. I can't wait till the end of the season then when you guys go trophy.
You know what's funny? Barcelona fans, those three-peat years, the only way we shut them up was literally by winning the Champions League because the exact same things you're saying right
Okay.
now is
But the
what
thing
happened.
It's not 2017 anymore. You don't have Ronaldo and Bale and Toni Kroos and Modric and Ramos and
But
Casemiro.
okay, but either way, they
Those
still
years
have
on this
Vinny and
team-
Bro.
Mbappe. Back then, they didn't have any tactics. Real Madrid, when do they ever have tactics? It's just
Bro,
individual
kid,
brilliance.
kid,
Try to
kid,
get
kid,
something
kid,
going.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let
Mbappe
me.
and Vinicius Junior to Ronaldo.
You're-
So okay, we'll see. We'll see how it
You're
goes.
only
That's all
allowed
I'm
to
saying.
say that. You're only allowed to say that because Toni Kroos and Luka Modric both have 5 Champions Leagues or 6. Is it 6?
Six.
Modric is
It's
six.
6.
Modric
It's
Modric
6.
six.
Okay,
Modric
so look,
six.
Yeah.
so they have 6 Champions Leagues, okay? And let me just say this. How did they get those? By giving them time and winning, bro. If you would say this about Luka Modric in his second year at the club, you know what they were calling him? The worst signing in history for Real Madrid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand. We'll see how it goes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just give it time. You gotta
We'll see how it
wait.
goes. Okay.
Yeah, that's his
No,
point.
kid. The point that he's
Okay,
making
right,
is
okay, we'll see how it goes then. We'll see.
the point that he was making is like you're correct, but we are literally neck and neck with them, which makes us look terrible. Like all you're doing is making us look bad rather than them.
I'm not saying that like we're amazing or like this amazing great team either though. But I'm just saying it as in
Brother,
a point
you
of view
just
as a
said you were
Madrid
the
fan.
greatest club in the world. You said you were the best team in the world currently, and then
Top
you said
three,
you were
top
top
three.
three UCL.
Top three.
Bro,
Top three. I don't
these
think they're the best team in the world
comparisons
right
and
now.
saying that Real Madrid fans should be embarrassed is like comparing shit and slightly less shit. Like you lasted
Yeah.
1 minute
Yeah.
in bed, cool. We lasted a minute and 1 second.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
we're both still ass.
That one
Like, if
pump
you're
is
top
not
three,
gonna
we gotta
make
be
you.
four.
That one pump left in the girl is not gonna put you on the Hall of Fame for her.
Exactly.
Nah.
Vinny probably cracking right now, bro, huh?
Oh, bro, look,
I
let me
wouldn't
say
doubt
something.
it.
Let me say something. I can't make a TikTok on this, okay? But Vinicius Jr., I apologize because I was not familiar with your game, bro.
Oh, you saw that? He was winning on the field and off the field.
That's all I'm saying, dog. I can't make a TikTok.
He's not
on
winning
that.
on the field. That's take that one away, bro.
Okay,
He's winning on the field.
All right, yeah. You know what? Vinicius, you know, I'm not even gonna. Guys, I'm making
gotta
that
make it
video
up.
later today. I'm making that video later today. I don't care, bro.
Brother, she's about to block you, bro.
I admire
She's about to block you,
Endrick
bro.
more. Nah, I admire Endrick more. You saw that one game where Endrick was watching Alon. He had 2 girls feeding him grapes and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Bro, that's
Great.
I remember that.
Imagine
I remember
being
that.
Jude Bellingham, bro. All right, that's enough glaze. Anyway,
That's, that's something else.
let's be.
Nah, it's his
Nah,
turn,
yeah.
bro.
Let's get into.
Back to the Barca game.
Let's
Yep.
get into a different game that happened today. Unless you guys have something left to say about Barca. I mean, you guys won. You guys are going to what, the semis?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll
Semis,
say one more thing. I'll say one more thing. Except the Saudi Cup that they won earlier this season on Real Madrid, they will not win a single. Rage bait aside, I don't think they're winning any other trophy. Every single club in the Copa del Rey could be
Hopefully.
Barcelona, except
All right.
next
Wait,
next
but
topic.
Who's left in
Yeah,
the Copa
talk
del Rey?
about Chelsea, bro. Talk about
Wait,
Chelsea.
wait. Who's left in the?
I swear.
Who's left in the CDR? Because honestly, I think even Atletico's out.
Betis,
they're in
Atletico's about to
Spain.
play.
Betis, Valencia, Bilbao. Just
Real
those.
Sociedad,
Sociedad.
Alaves,
Wait,
Valencia,
so-
Atletico Bilbao, Betis, and Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid still in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they play
Oh, okay.
Betis.
Yeah, they haven't played yet.
Okay, you know
They
what?
play on Thursday.
You know what?
Yeah.
With the signing of Ademola Lookman, I like the chances they have against Barcelona this season.
Me
Okay.
too. Me too.
Yeah, I like too.
Me too.
Yeah. So
Me too.
so it's
Loser club.
Ali could have some sense that, but I don't think so. I don't know. I think Barcelona above those clubs, to be honest, in terms of performance. But like I said, I think Real Madrid's just as close to Barcelona as these guys claim we're not. I think we are still. I think even on a
Very close.
head-to-head, we have the advantage because of the way you guys defend. But that's just me. Okay. All right, let's get into the Barcelona. Jesus Christ. The Arsenal versus Chelsea game, okay?
Arsenal, Chelsea.
So,
Yep.
who saw that? Did you guys see that game?
I was
Yeah.
watching most of it.
A little bit.
Okay, so I'll tell you pretty much what it was. I think the referees in the Prem have bigger, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. They have bigger, than the ones in
They have
La
a bigger
Liga.
set.
Than the ones
Yep.
in La Liga because these guys, bro, there was a play where I think it was D-Lap, their forward, literally grabbed
Yeah,
one of the Arsenal players and threw him on the floor, and he kept the play going. Like, he didn't even whistle or nothing. If that happened in La Liga, that's a direct red, dog. And
It's
I think,
like
They would
It's
call
South
and
American
stop it
football.
right there.
yeah,
it's like
and,
South American football.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
love that because honestly, I think that letting the play go and stop with all the little, oh, you got touched, like, bro, I
It's
would
too
love,
soft.
I would love those referees in La Liga, especially with Vinicius, especially with Mbappe. I don't care because I think if it wasn't for the La Liga referees being soft and giving away soft fouls, not just to Real Madrid, to a lot of teams, including Barcelona, I think these players would be more physical. And I think that's the reason why they're just like little antsy princesses, bro, because little touch, they flop on the floor, you get the whistle. When it
Yep.
comes to the Prem,
100%.
bro, they don't care. They let the play go, and then if something happens, VAR
Bro.
tells them.
Yeah. And even if VAR tells them, they ain't calling that. And by the way, I think the game is so back in the Premier League because a few days ago, I'm pretty sure we all seen it. Adama Traore chucking Correa to the floor. And then today, the Liam Delap thing just happened, bro. I think the game is so back.
Bro, I
I've never
love
seen someone regret their decision as much as Joao Pedro that day.
Oh,
Bro.
My God.
Bro, I love
That
that
was
though.
so-
Like my favorite thing in football
Me
was
too.
literally the attitude era with the ego. Like that's why I give Lamine Yamal credit where it's due because I love his like him smirking and fucking being like egotistical like that. I love that. It reminds me of Ronaldo. Like that's why I fell in
It's
love with
something football
Ronaldo
needs,
so
bro.
much.
Even as a Barca fan, I always say this. I love the way Ronaldo was, like his ego and everything, and the way people just hate on those type of players. It pisses me off, bro,
No.
because it adds something else to the game, and people hate on it, and it's so annoying. It's something I hate. I can't stand it.
I
this
think
is-
it brings
this is-
like the
this is what
fierceness.
started, Guap, if you remember the civil war that happened with Barcelona, that's what started it. It was the Lamine Yamal ego. It was him talking too much.
What civil war?
It was like,
No,
It was
he's talking
similar-
about stories. Okay, he's talking about going on a podcast and talking
Not
about
the
Madrid.
stories, the interview.
Yeah, the interview, the
Interview.
podcast, that
Yeah.
show where there was no one in Real Madrid besides Ibai to like really defend them. That for me is unnecessary. Like I don't like
Wait,
the
what
Ronaldo Piers Morgan where he said
The first
that
Clasico.
Real Madrid cry and Real Madrid
Yeah,
robbed
no,
them
not
and
like
cry.
that.
Oh,
More on the
okay.
shit.
No, I like
That
that.
I don't.
Yeah.
That I don't like because it's like it's unnecessary. Like the Ronaldo Piers Morgan podcast, like that's on the field.
that's
Yeah,
good.
bring it
Yeah,
back. That's why I
on
love
the field.
Gavi, bro.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
makes things interesting. He's like a chihuahua to you guys.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
pestering on you.
Well,
I
well,
hate
Gavi
them so
doesn't
much.
have. Gavi has zero football ability. He just loves crashing into people.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
that's the
I
worst
don't know
thing
about
I've ever
football
heard.
ability, but
and
we're
that-
talking about
Zero
we're
out of
talking about
10.
attitude.
0 out of 10.
We're talking about attitude. We saw when Gavi legit tackled Bellingham, like just bothering him.
You know
all
that's
game.
crazy. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's his highlight of the game, dog. It's a tackle on somebody. It's not. It's not
Hey,
a.
don't forget he cooked y'all one Clasico, bro.
It's not a 1-2 touch here there. It's literally he's off the ball just doing a tackle. Oh my God, he's so good, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But we're talking about attitude. I'm talking
Oh, yeah.
in that sense. Like that's
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys would love a player like Gavi, bro.
We've had him.
guys,
What do you mean,
No.
Well, who?
bro? We've had. Oh my God, I can't believe you guys are saying who. We've had Pepe. We've had Sergio Ramos, bro.
No, but right
Oh,
now,
yeah, yeah.
right now,
I think right now is
I
probably
don't think
Mbappe is probably the one. What do you
I
mean?
think Asensio more, bro.
I wouldn't say that.
Asensio?
No.
I would say
Asensio,
Asensio.
I would
What
say
he does with
Asensio.
Holland, bro,
Mbappe,
that's who
bro.
you have.
Mbappe, Asensio. I would say. Yeah, I mean that's pretty. Probably
That
Jude
first
Bellingham.
place for me is
Probably
Asensio.
Jude,
Like
probably Jude
everything that he
Bellingham.
did against Holland, yeah.
What
Nah,
about Valverde? Maybe I
Valverde,
could say
bro.
Valverde.
Valverde, look,
No.
bro. Valverde was my favorite midfielder these last couple years.
No,
His
this
fall
is- I
off,
love
his
Valverde.
fall off is not in terms of ball ability. It's in terms of literally passion. Like I don't know what happened to
Mentality
him.
and heart.
As soon as
Yeah,
his brother
yeah.
got that captain armband, I don't know what happened to this dude. This dude got nerfed or some shit because before he
Yeah.
had the captain armband, he'd be on the field like you guys ever seen WWE with Dave Bautista when he's coming into the ring, he's just shaking that damn ring like crazy.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
Valverde was, like full of passion. As soon as he got that captain armband, does not say a
I
word.
can argue.
That's
I
true.
can argue. Araujo, the same thing happened to Araujo. The exact same thing.
But I love Araujo, bro.
The same thing
Me
happened to
too,
him.
me too.
He used
Right
to be
now-
that player.
Right
Used to be
now,
that guy.
Valverde only shows that passion when he knows he's won the game. Like when he scores. Like he hits his head or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
celebrations
yeah.
that we see, never during the game. Once he knows he's on top and he could run away, that's when the passion shows up. But earlier, it was all the time.
I think
Yo,
he,
guys. Going back to the Arsenal game, bro. Are they winning a trophy finally? Are they
Yeah, I
actually?
think so.
bro.
And no, for
I don't
anyone
know.
for anyone that watched the game, bro. For anyone that watched the game, do you see them beating Man City? Assuming Man City is gonna go through.
So
Yeah.
Man
I still
City's
got-
absolute
I still got
dog.
hope. I still got hope. I still got hope that they don't win.
so
Man,
bro, I'm a Arsenal hater, bro, and I just want to say I think might be my craziest take ever, but I don't think they just win the Carabao Cup. I don't think they just win La Liga, bro. I think these dudes could win the Champions League. Like I think these dudes will pull off a treble in their first league winning season ever because these guys on set pieces, I know it's a joke to call them set piece FC. I've
Yeah.
never seen a team convert this much possibility for a potential goal than this Arsenal team, bro. Off a corner, off a
Yeah.
free kick. It's because of the fact that they have now belief and the fact that they're being called set piece FC. That fuels them like, oh, we have a corner. Oh, yeah, we're about to score right now. And believe me, that plays a huge part in the game. And I think if they win one trophy, like the Carabao Cup, and then they create even a bigger gap for the EPL, I think
No, 100%.
Yeah, I
agree.
got my two takes on this. The number one thing is, guys, by North London, by the stadium, I got someone sent me a picture. They have a mural for the set piece manager, the set piece specialist, literally over there. That's
What?
awesome.
I swear on everything
That's awesome,
I
yeah.
love. On everything
No,
I
I
love.
won't lie. He deserves it though. Like talking about the opposing
yeah.
team, like mentally,
Yeah.
like even me watching the game, Arsenal gets a corner, and I'm like, oh my god, I treat it like a
Yes.
penalty. I
Right,
treat
it's
it like a
It's
penalty,
also those
and I
players
bet
they
the
have, bro.
and I bet the opposing teams think the same thing. Once they
Mhm.
concede a penalty to Arsenal, they get nervous. It messes with them mentally.
Bro, but imagine having
I'll
players
let
like
you guys
Gabriel.
take a guess.
Gabriel wins every single header.
Every
Yeah,
single
he does.
one, bro.
He's out of his
Bro,
mind.
The conversion rate, just to give you guys a perspective, the conversion rate for the set pieces, like if you could get a goal out of a corner, out of like a set piece if it's crossed, it's less than 1%. When you're Arsenal, it's more than 50% chance that you'll probably score out of the set piece.
It's actually crazy.
It's insane. It's insane.
That just tells you a lot, though. Like,
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I think when they signed, Arsenal gave this set piece guy a huge contract when he first got hired on, and all the jokes were flooding the timeline, bro. Like, Arsenal really just got a set piece coach. What does this guy even do, bro? It's showing what this guy's doing. Believe it or not. So
100%.
I think I've said this before too. I think if Arsenal go on to now again, I'm not like Kit that I'm just gonna say, oh, they're the greatest team because they're looking good right now. But at the end of the season, if they actually win trophies like major trophies like the EPL or even the Champions League, I think this Arsenal season is gonna be looked at as a foundation for set pieces going forward for every single team, bro. Because now that you have this huge European team that is constantly converting chances or even goals off of corner kicks and even free kicks, other teams are going to look at each other in the mirror and say, so why aren't we doing that? Why aren't our corner kicks going to be more of a chance to score than it ever has been? And I think that this is going to be the foundation for a type of game that is going to be down to the very T of football.
Yep.
Guap, the way you describe this, and you being a Golden State Warriors fan, you would get this 100%.
Yep.
What Curry did with the NBA in 3-pointers, and everyone doing these long 3-pointers, the way he changed the NBA, I think Arsenal's going to change football with these set pieces.
Yeah.
In the same way.
Yep.
It's going to be a huge change. People are, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And
This
it's
is
like-
going to be game
It's
changing.
like the physical, bro. It's the physicality advantage as well. They have Victor Gyökeres. They have Gabriel. They got James Charles, who is back from injury right now, and he can
James
actually
Charles,
wait,
brother,
James
that
Charles.
is the makeup
How-
artist.
Jay-
Why is James
Why
Charles
is
at the
that,
top
bro?
of your
Why
mind
is he
right
in
now?
your mind?
Yeah,
why do you-
Bro, Kai Havertz. There was a time when
What?
I used to call him that.
I don't
Oh.
think so, bro. I don't
How-
remember that.
No, I swear to God. I
I
swear to
this is
God.
the first time I'm hearing about this.
Okay, my point is, they have a lot of players that are good off of the set pieces. That is why I feel like they're gonna go all the way. Okay, goddamn. All right. Oh my gosh.
What do you watch at home, bro? Like what do you be into, bro?
You got a crush?
James Charles, bro. We thinking about James Charles right now.
Oh, you got a
Wow,
crush?
No.
bro.
I swear.
No, but-
Look. Premier League fans can vouch for me. They used to call him that on everything I love. You know. What I'm saying?
Comments. What do you think? I don't remember anything.
Yeah, bro. To
don't-
be honest,
I'm just saying,
No,
like,
but speaking
don't-
of Kai
don't you
Havertz,
think-
that finish was very poetic because
beautiful.
the way he won the UCL for Chelsea was the same exact way around the
Mhm.
keeper, except for his celebration, he immediately pointed at the badge. Crazy work, in my opinion.
what happened to
And what a pass from Declan Rice too. What a pass from Declan
whatever
Rice. It might have
happened?
been simple, but
Whatever happened to not celebrating on your old team, bro? Like, I feel like people are just kind of throwing that
Man,
out the
fuck
window.
that bullshit, bro.
bro,
I think
in
it's
some
stupid, bro.
cases, people expecting that, the game's gone, bro.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes
Okay,
you just...
okay. So if
It just
Messi,
starts to hit.
so
I
if
don't know.
Messi scores against Barcelona and he goes ape shit, you're not gonna feel away.
That's
I don't
what
think
I'm
it's the
saying.
same,
In
bro.
some
I would
cases,
say it's
that's
the
a
same.
boyhood club. Kai Havertz was a
He's been
journeyman,
there for
was
like
he
3
not?
years.
Yeah,
like
he
3
was,
years.
he was like at
But
Leverkusen.
also,
But
guys,
Messi can do
that
whatever he wants.
that was
That's
never
his
a
club.
thing. That was never a thing in the Prem because, well, number
It's
one,
not his
Kai
club, but he
Havertz was
put him
not
in
wrong.
debt for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It happened. It happened with Van Persie and Manchester United. It happened with Kai Havertz today. It's always been a tradition that it's not a thing in the Prem where you like do this respect gimmick and all of that.
Adebayor too, I think, or something.
Oh yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Cunha.
All the
Cunha
way
was-
red, right?
Yeah, that's
Didn't
crazy
yeah,
Isco
work.
yeah.
celebrate on Real Madrid?
Yep.
That was actually crazy work, bro. I think that's shithousery to its finest. And on the topic we were talking about earlier, that shithousery, that ego side of the game, the attitude era. They even have that attitude era in WWE. But I like to say that there was an attitude era once in the game of football. I want that back, bro. Like that's one of the things that I love from Lamine Yamal. That's one of the things that I wish Kylian Mbappe brought from that PSG team to Real Madrid. Like, man, fuck you. I'm the greatest in the world. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit I love to see.
Bro, I
Yeah.
remember seeing
Yeah.
that in Mbappe in like 2021, 2022.
Yeah,
Like some people get
you gotta
way
love
too like offended over this.
Nah,
Like like for the case of like let's say Coutinho celebrating against us, even though he didn't. Like if he celebrated against us, I wouldn't mind, but it wouldn't be the same to like Messi. Like for you guys, would you guys feel the same way if Modric and Joselu celebrated? Like those are two different players that did two different things for your team.
I think
Like I
You're
think
right.
I
it's
think
different cases.
no, I think if you are playing at a huge club, I want every single player to have that ego because it's like get off me, bro. You know what I mean? Like even if Messi, a lot of people love to call him humble. I think he also had a bunch of ego. And you know what
Oh, yeah.
proves it? Because that one game where he scored the dagger in the 90th minute against Real Madrid, brother took off his shirt and then just lifted it at
Put it
the
up, yeah.
you know, and if you
Bro,
don't
no
have
player is like humble and oh yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I think if you want to be a top
some
player
sort,
in the
yeah.
world, you gotta have ego and you gotta think in your mind. You can say it coming out your mouth, "Oh yeah, I'm all right," but in your head, you gotta be saying, "Brother, you ain't even close to me." And I think if you have that mentality, you're gonna be up there, bro.
But like on the pitch though, because even Messi said in an interview, like once he's on that pitch, he's a completely different person. Like for example, in the World Cup, the Mira Anda pa allá, bobo, he said in that interview that he regretted it on the spot after he said that. But in podcast interviews, when he's calm, he's not the same person. Just being on the pitch
it's
turns
not.
some
It's not that
players
he
into a
regretted
different
it.
beast.
It's not that he regretted it. It's the fact that he finally fucked up his humble gimmick, bro. His PR team said, brother,
Yeah.
get your ass out there and say you regret it, bro, because we need to get
That
you back
is
on the.
not when
we need
he
to get
fucked
you
it
back
up.
on the
His
good
His
side.
humble gimmick got fucked up when he did this to the manager.
That's what I'm saying. How are you gonna say
Yeah,
his
yeah,
brother's
yeah.
humble?
Apologize, though.
Exactly. The Anda pa allá, bobo didn't do anything. It was already done.
No, I'm saying this though. I love Leo Messi because of him, Ronaldo's a thing. Because of Ronaldo, Messi's a thing, and because of Real Madrid and Barcelona, we had the greatest rivalry of all time and still do. And I love that. That's why I love Leo Messi. Okay, but I am just gonna say that brother got the best PR team I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. Like,
Very true.
like
Very
this dude
true.
has those nerds on the side. Like, actually, Messi, you should be doing this. You should be telling him that. Like, bro, this guy is on paper, like in terms of PR, the fucking greatest to do it, bro. The greatest to do it for fucking PR.
Go up. You're describing Kit right now. You're describing Kit because the PR that we've seen with Messi is now the same PR that is going on with Lamine Yamal. History is repeating itself. The amount of PR that this brother has is insane.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, 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 no,
Lamine's
no.
That
doing
was the
it for
most
himself.
false narrative I've
Lamine
ever
is
seen.
doing it for
Lamine is
himself.
not humble at all.
Look, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, bro. This guy's out here talking like he's Ronaldo, but he's and he's shown up in the last couple games, but they weren't the greatest of teams, obviously. But the one thing that Lamine Yamal is very bad at is the fact that even Ronaldo, even Messi, the greatest egos of the game, you could talk shit whenever the hell you feel like. But before a Clasico, you know what they did? They didn't say a single word.
Yep,
They were
exactly.
locked
Yep,
in.
yep.
And what did Lamine Yamal do? This brother's going to every single media source possible, talk about, man, we're about to shit on him. What?
Yeah.
What?
I think Ronaldo did it, and he learned the hard way. Because I remember him saying, "Yeah, let's see if Barca can score half those goals on us." and we scored a little bit over half. We beat 5-0.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You-
The-
you-
But Ronaldo had to learn the hard way, you know.
but the only
Yeah, learn the hard
time,
way.
the only time the aura was risked and still was positive was Champions League Ronaldo. That brother, we were down 3-0 against fucking Wolfsburg, and he's like, "Yo, brother, I'm about to score a hat trick, and we're gonna be good." And that's exactly what he did, bro.
All this makes me laugh because Bellingham last season did try to do the same thing against
Oh,
Arsenal with remontada and nothing, bro.
Well, I think,
You risk it.
but I think it was
And he
also,
got
I think it was also
Remontada
because
mentioned at
Arsenal.
locker room, and
Remontada is not a meme. It's just last season. It happened. I get it.
yeah,
But
yeah,
look,
it got ruined because of last season.
but be honest. This season, Arsenal has a better picture because of last season. Because of the Real Madrid win,
Yeah.
they now have a
sure.
bigger picture. If you look at, even if it was Barcelona against Arsenal, and they were only up 2-0 on the return leg, and that's the Arsenal before the Arsenal we know now. The bottlers, the one, and even right now, they could still bottle the league. You know what I mean? You would think, of course, there's a chance for remontada. It's Arsenal. But now they're...
Yeah, you would think that,
Yeah.
but do you say that in the press
I
conference?
would if it's Arsenal. Fuck it. But I think they're.
Yeah, bro.
I think they
you
got respect now.
I swear you guys were down like 3-0.
It was 3.
They were, yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying though.
3-0.
That's what I'm saying. I would.
pretty good.
It's Arsenal. But now if you say Arsenal, it's like, yeah, they're a pretty decent
Yeah,
team.
Crazy statement.
I don't
crazy
even think
statement.
that was Bellingham. I think that was more of the media, and he just fell for it. Because like,
Yeah,
what are you
no,
supposed to say when they ask you and hype you up all week?
Yeah.
What is he gonna say?
Yeah.
No, we're not coming back. Like you know, like
Yeah,
that'll be so
started
fucked.
it by saying
Bro,
there was remontada in
exactly.
the locker room and stuff like that.
90
Yeah.
minutes in the Bernabeu is a
yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
That
It was
too.
long,
That
all
was
those
also
videos
mean.
and stuff. Yeah.
But,
I think,
but the 90 minutes in the Bernabeu has been a thing forever. I mean, it's always been.
Yeah,
We've
but like-
always
Yeah.
risked the aura, and it's always
Last
happened.
season it was
Last season was the first
No,
time it
but-
didn't happen.
But I do
Yeah.
think that he got set up like Rafinha last year against Argentina. When he went to that interview, Rafinha
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
like that. Rafinha doesn't talk shit.
Yeah.
Rafinha
Rafinha got
always
set
been
up.
the player.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think Bellingham got set
Start
up like how
talking on them.
Rafinha
And you
did.
know what? You know
Yeah.
what, bro? One thing that's fucking hilarious about Rafinha is the fact that obviously he got snubbed out of top 5 Ballon d'Or, and this guy says he doesn't care. Tell me why this brother's gone on like 20 podcasts talking about how he got robbed, and then, bro, you know what's the most hilarious thing? The most hilarious thing. Rafinha didn't win any individual major awards, so 433, the media page that is literally sponsored by Barcelona, created a ring trophy just to give Rafinha something for the year.
Bro, that's been a thing.
I know. I
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
but
it
I'm saying,
was fan voted.
That's
I
what
won't
I'm
lie,
saying.
I voted every time.
That's what I'm saying. It's hilarious because
I won't lie. I'm shameless. I was in there voting for Rafinha every single time. At one point, I even saw Pedri over Mbappe. I knew it was BS, but I didn't care. Shamelessly, bro, right there.
come on, how's that BS?
Pedri over
No.
Mbappe?
No,
Yeah,
Mbappe.
how-
It was Mbappe and Rafinha in the final, I think.
No, but at one point, Pedri went against Mbappe,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
voted
yeah.
for Pedri, and he actually had like 55%. I was like, okay,
Wow.
this is gonna change eventually.
Why would you
How's
vote
that
for
shameless?
Pedri, bro?
What? What do you mean?
Why would you vote for Pedri?
Over
Because he's a
Mbappe?
Barca player.
Oh, okay, I get it.
there's only one correct
That's what I'm
answer.
saying. I'm shameless. I don't care. I
Yeah, I
did
was
it.
gonna say that's crazy, bro. Yo, but on the so let me ask you guys something. Would you guys rather win La Liga for 8 years straight, or get 2 Champions Leagues and not win a single La Liga?
In 8 years.
straight, though?
Yeah, in 8 years.
8 years straight.
8 years.
So you only win two Champions Leagues and no La Ligas.
Yeah, you win 2 Champions Leagues, no La Ligas, or 8
So
La
we're
Ligas.
dominating Clásicos, right? We're dominating Clásicos.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you dominate La Liga.
Not necessarily. Maybe you lose one
No.
Clasico, but you still win the league, though.
I wouldn't do that. But if you give me 8 years of Clásico wins, I'll take that over anything.
Of course, but
What?
I think some Barca fans would say that. I wouldn't say that for Madrid to
That's
beat
the biggest game in sports. All of sports.
Okay.
Oh, I know that.
If okay, in the 8 years where we win the 2 UCLs, if the Clásicos are 50-50, but you guys still end up winning La Liga or Atletico,
Yeah.
brother, it's been 11 years. I'm starving. Give me the 2 UCLs.
Yeah. I think we all agree on
brother's
that.
starving, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nah, W.
No,
You know-
I'm lying.
I think
Are you even old enough to remember? Are you even old enough to remember the last time Barcelona?
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not 35 like you. Yes, I do remember.
bro, that would have hit if it was Kit, bro. Cello, come on, dog.
Yeah, come on.
I
Come on.
do remember. I remember, bro.
Elo just
You
started
don't
watching it, dude.
Yes, I remember watching every single knockout game, bro. I remember.
You were 10 years old.
Look,
I remember.
I remember.
I remember.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember. I don't even remember Barca,
yesterday,
bro. I don't even remember Barca winning it, bro. I mean, I know they won it, but I don't remember watching them like make it through all those legs. You know.
I just
Me
remember
too.
because of Juve, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I remember
Yeah,
it.
Dude,
I
oh my God, that game was so crazy
Oh.
because the Mandzukic
Yeah.
goal.
Bro, that
Oh,
goal was a
Talking about the
banger.
Madrid
I
game.
remember that
Yeah,
game.
dude, do you guys remember? I think my biggest core memory is the La Decima goal. I was crying when Sergio Ramos made that. It was probably one of the greatest
dude.
days of my life. I was literally crying. But that was the first time I ever cried over a game too. By the way, like tears. But
Yeah.
I think the most memorable goal from like not earliest, but something to do with Real Madrid in the Champions League. They always get scored on like bangers. That's why it's so hilarious that the goalkeeper just scored on us. Because you guys remember that Huntelaar goal that he scored on us with Schalke?
Mm.
Bro,
think so.
it was like a banger volley to the top bins. It was nasty. Like we had a clean sheet, and then the last second of the game, bang, banger on our heads.
Also, do you remember when you guys lost to Sheriff in the group stage? It
Oh,
was like
that
some
one.
banger goal from outside the
Yeah,
box.
yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah, bro.
yeah.
Even against that one Ukraine team that's orange and
Shakhtar.
yeah, Shakhtar Donetsk.
Shakhtar.
Bro, I forgot who
Yeah.
it was. I think it might have been like a Brazilian or a fullback. Scored a freaking banger from outside the box on our heads. Like, I don't know, man.
Icon or whatever.
Something to do with Real Madrid and Champions League. There's a lot of magic, but there's a lot of like bangers being scored on us. It's crazy.
It's interesting how core memories work because I clearly remember watching Iniesta's game-winning goal in the 2010 World
Yeah.
Cup, and also because Shakira, she's on another level. Oh my God, I fell in love with her. But I don't remember. I barely remember anything from the 2011 UCL.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy how it works. I remember where I was and everything for that World Cup. I barely remember everything.
You
from
know,
that
You
I
2011
remember
the
UCL.
greatest Messi performance in history, bro.
My
I know I was there for a fact. I know I was watching. I don't remember it.
my
I don't
clearest
remember.
memory too, and I'm not even saying this to rage bait, was also Mario Götze's goal, because that goal to me
Yeah,
was
that was
crazy.
yeah.
bro. I remember I was like 8 or 9. I was 9, but I remember it
Oh, I,
vividly.
bet,
I
I
remember.
bet you remember. I bet you remember.
I remember watching every single game. That was the
You
worst game of my life.
definitely-
I think that
you
was the most I've
definitely
ever
remember
cried
that
over.
In 2014.
Yeah.
You're talking about the World Cup.
I remember it. I
Bro,
remember
that
like,
bastard should have had a red, bro.
bro. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
robbed. We got robbed.
Bro, I was so happy that day. I was like, no way, no way. Like Mario Götze, what a performance, bro. That chest
That
to
might
the
have
volley.
been.
Bro, I even
That might have
remember,
been one of my worst, one of the worst
during
days of
that
my
World
life.
Cup,
Too.
I remember the
You know, that's
dreams
why,
I would have dreams. of
That's why he
Argentina
quit
losing,
the
like
team.
Belgium and all that, bro. Yeah.
That's why Flick is the greatest manager of all time, bro. I'm just saying.
Nah.
I'm just
All
saying.
time, I think
Who
Ancelotti is.
substituted Götze, bro?
I think probably
just saying, bro.
Ancelotti is
No.
up there.
Yeah, no, 2014, that World Cup final was one of the worst days of my life because I went to go accompany my aunt to get my grandma a haircut, and I was promised it wouldn't last long. I missed the whole first half of that World Cup just to
Oh
go back
my
to my
God,
house,
no way.
and then that extra time goal to happen, bro.
Wow.
Wait. Your grandma
horrible.
got a haircut.
Yeah, my grandma was went to the specific person to get her haircut, and I
Like
accompanied
not
my
like
aunt. So I was
styled or
okay.
like cut. Like styled or
I
like
don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
So
you got a
Ish,
fade or something.
Ish, let me
That's
tell
what-
you. Ish,
That's
let me,
your question out of the entire thing.
let me tell you something.
Yes.
Ish, let me
But
tell
you
you
get
something.
though, like-
So in Latino culture, when women get old, they tend to for some reason go shorter hair. Like
Yeah,
that,
short, my
yeah,
grandma has
like
short
my
hair.
grandma had super short hair. It's just like a Latino thing, or it's pretty often where grandmas just cut their hair and it's mad short. Like
That's why I'm shocked. Because
yeah,
this is the first time I've ever heard, like, I went with my grandmother to get her a haircut. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck, bro?
Yeah,
They
bro.
should think it, yo, she got a fade or something on that side.
We should get a fade, bro. Like,
Can't be real.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but bro, that's why I
That's funny.
reminisce about back in the day because I think VAR is obviously such a great thing to have in the game. But I wish like people could get away with like throwing elbows again, like just like bringing some mean to the game, bro. I think that builds so much characters, and I think that's why we look at the past players with so much like we look up at them because we're like, wow, not only were they ballers, but they had to deal with all these dudes coming in, just flying elbows, knees to the gut, all that. And that's why I think with VAR, a lot of past players would be 20 times the players they
Yeah,
were.
but
Like, bro, do you remember?
Do you really want that? Because today Juan Cancelo got away with a red card because
That was not a
Albacete-
red,
That
bro.
was not a red.
Because
Bro, it was like,
Albacete-
do you
Wait, which
remember
one?
That Xabi Alonso tackle?
Which-
in
no,
the
wait.
final in
he
2010?
He was already on a yellow card, and then he stepped on
Oh no,
Albacete's player's foot.
but Ali, the thing is, when it comes to referees, even if it's like, I think it has to be like, especially when he's on a second yellow. Well, for that step on him, one, he wasn't intending to do that, and two, he wasn't even looking at it when he landed, so it was an unintentional landing. You can't card for that.
Yeah.
They both had their foot
Yeah.
planted on the
It's
ground.
weird.
VAR doesn't. It doesn't look at second yellows either way, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
not even
Nobody
tripping on that.
would have given him a signal. No, it's I mean,
No. You can't go
You
in for
can't,
second
yeah.
yellows. I don't think. You can't.
You can only do it for straight reds, which
Straight red.
that was
Yellow.
never a
Not
straight
yellow,
red.
yeah.
Never.
But yeah, with that being said, I'm looking forward to Barcelona, seeing who they draw for the Copa del Rey semis. I don't know if it's already set, but that's going to be pretty cool.
No.
And you know what? Congratulations, Barcelona. I will own up to it as a Real Madrid fan because, yes, you guys did beat the team that knocked us out. So respect where it's due. I wish I wish you guys would have got upset as well. I think that would have been awesome for Albacete, but I think they came and they just couldn't execute, right? So shout out Barcelona, W guys for you guys today. And then Arsenal, W for you guys. I think in terms of Arsenal, I'm going to stop clowning them a lot because honestly, I think they're pretty solid this year. I think they're very solid.
Tomorrow, City against Newcastle. We have to see who wins
Man,
that.
that boring ass game, bro. City about to win.
He's
City
gonna
up
win.
2-0
Yeah.
already.
Man,
So
that's
guys, when it comes to club football, and this is a question, respect is actually earned, not given. Has Arsenal earned you guys' respect?
Not yet.
no.
Honestly, even as a Real Madrid fan, I just said like I want them. I don't want them. I think they're a very solid contender. If we somehow drop against them, I'm taking my Madrid over them all day, bro.
Yeah,
taking
like
my
don't
Madrid
confuse
over-
Yeah, of course.
respect. Don't confuse respect with me like preying on their downfall. I'm gonna still do that, but like I respect them. Like, bro, they're doing their thing, man.
I think like a Barca Arsenal game in the UCL, like the semifinals or quarterfinals, that would go crazy.
I don't think
Yeah,
you guys
I
can
don't
draw
know.
them. I don't think you guys can draw them at all.
No, I don't think so.
If they're no,
I think
if
semifinals.
Barcelona's on
It
the
depends.
Oh,
left-
semis you
Yeah.
can. I think
It
semis you
depends.
can.
Yeah. That's it.
No, you guys can draw them if you guys go on the left side of the bracket. If on the right, you can't.
It depends what side, no?
Yeah.
Depends
yeah,
what
depends
both.
No,
Yeah.
fifth place can't
Yeah.
meet with first or second up until the semis. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, until the semis if you're on the left.
Yeah.
If you're on the right until the final.
I think it's a
But we still don't know that,
possibility.
yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
possibility for an El Clasico semis.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
If
It
they
is,
land
it
on the left.
It's a good.
Yep, it is. It is.
Dude, that
Yeah.
right side is so
That-
horrible. Oh my god. Whoever
Bro,
gets
bro
it.
Barca have a chance of getting like Club Brugge or Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinals,
I wouldn't mind if you guys get Club Brugge. I think they can knock you
or
guys
even
out.
or Tottenham as well. Barca could also get Tottenham.
Tottenham
Well,
will give you problems.
I think
Not
look,
even rage baiting.
I think this year, I know I said Arsenal's probably the favorite just because I think they're probably the only team that I can semi-respect and say they're a top contender. I think every team this year is a fraud, bro. I think if you catch them on
Yeah,
their
there's no
day,
great teams.
I think if you
There's
catch
no
them on
great
their
teams.
day, they're a good team, even including Barcelona. Like I think if they catch Barcelona on a certain day, they're not the greatest.
I think Arsenal's the only great team right now. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, that's literally it.
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
Look at
No,
us
this is
agreeing.
what-
on-
Wait, what?
This is what, no, but
I think
this
they're
is
one of
what's
them, yeah.
scary. This is what's scary. Rage bait aside, like every single team, Bayern Munich had 2 draws in a row in the Bundesliga. Arsenal obviously lost to Manchester United, and then they lost to Aston Villa. If this Champions League version, if Barcelona plays their card right, it screams Barcelona in my opinion. If they play
I
their
agree.
card
No,
right.
the back line.
I do agree.
The back line is where they're
The back
fucking up.
line, the back
The
line.
I
back line's
think
the worrying
every
part,
single
but it's
team
not
has a
screaming.
big weakness except for Arsenal. I think.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I don't know.
And one last thing before we end the pod real quick, because we are at an hour time. I think I'm so happy for Gabriel because for some reason he was in the shadow of Saliba for the longest time when he is indeed their most important player. So shout out Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Brazil. You guys got a hell of a center back. And one thing I want to
Facts.
point out, I'm so excited for March. You guys want to know why? It's not because of Argentina versus Spain. It's because it is going to be France versus Brazil, bro. Vinny FC versus Mbappe FC finals. Let's go.
Let's get
Yeah.
it. Let's go.
Ish. I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure Ecuador against Morocco. I think they're making that happen.
It's either that or Paraguay.
We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully,
Do you see it on
hopefully
your
we can get some.
Ecuadorian pages?
I saw that they're trying to do it, and we'll be playing in Madrid.
Yeah, at the Wanda.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That'd
Ecuador
be
against
sick.
Morocco.
Yeah, let's go.
Crazy.
Eastern
Bro,
Europe will
that's
win.
gonna be a great
I-
international break.
So with that being said, guys, if you are, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. That is going to be the comment for this podcast. Where are you watching from? Because me and Ish are going out to England next month. At the end of the month, we are out. So we might see you if you are from the UK. If you're not, then you probably won't see us, to be honest.
Oh, God.
So with that being said, it's been your boy Guap.
Yes, sir.
It's been Ish.
Cello.
Yeah.
Ali.
And Tapia.
And thank you guys for
Tapia?
listening as always.
Oh.
Later. Oh, by
Yes,
the way,
sir.
hit the
Peace.
damn gym. Let's go.
Okay, get out of here.